Hi friends, I love lilies so much. I just did a haul from Walmart. They have their lilies on clearance, the bulbs, for $2 for the bulbs. I purchased a lot of them, so I'm gonna share those with you. If you haven't seen them, I went through details about them in another video, but I'm gonna share those with you, and I'm gonna plant them with you in today's video. So I have my setup already over here. Yes friends, I've been fighting with the sun for lack of better words. So I had my setup on the front porch, and then the sun came there, and I went to the back, then the sun came back. I'm telling you, I probably maybe 5 times changed my setup. So I found this spot here in the shade, so that way you guys can actually see the bulbs, and I don't want you trying to see the bulbs through the sun glare in the video. But anyways, I have these already sorted here. So these ones are the shorter ones. These will get 20 to 28 inches tall. So I'm gonna find spots in the garden for these. They will probably go more in the front or in the center. And then on the ground here, friends, look at these. These are so pretty. I love this tiger lily. This will get 36 to 48 inches tall, so this definitely will be growing in the back. And then these other ones here, they will get 24 to 48 inches tall. So more than likely I have to find a space for these more towards the back, and this definitely will be growing in the back. And then this liatris, I'll probably just put this somewhere throughout the garden. I'll probably put some in the flamingo garden bed. But anyway, so I opened some of these bulbs already, and I'll share them with you what they look like, because as you know, when you purchase these items now, they're probably not in the best condition from the garden center. But before I purchased these at the store, I was able to see through the bag somewhat. So here is a tiger lily. Oh wow, look at this. Yep, so this is looking very good. So naturally I don't soak my lilies, but because this is looking tangled, I'm just gonna put in some water so that way I can see what is what. And then here is this purple dream lily. Oh, so pretty, isn't it? Look at that. So this one is not tangled, so this is good. So I'm just gonna put them in some water, maybe for like a few minutes or so, because they've been in the bag for so long sitting in the garden centers. I'm just gonna rinse them off also. Anyway, so let's get to this, and let's get these guys in the ground. All right friends, I have this set up here, and I'm like, which is which? Okay, so this one is the white one, and then this one is the tiger lily, and then this one is that beautiful purple one, and then this one is the oriental lily, I think it is, and then this one is the really deep red color. Yes, and I must say I think I did well, friends. Okay, so they're all looking good except maybe this one. So there should be 4 in the pack, and this is what this one looks like. So I think I did well, especially that they've been sitting at the garden centers for so long. But anyway, so I did this last year where I got lilies on clearance. I planted them, and I have them this year, and it looks so pretty. So last year I got somewhat of a bloom, because you can see the bloom trying to come through. I don't know if I will. Now it's June, so who knows, but if not, it's okay, because I know next year I'll be enjoying these beautiful lily blooms, right? And at the end of the video, I'll take you around in the garden and share with you the lilies I have blooming. All right friends, so here we go. So I'm just gonna rinse them off. Alright, so this one is a tiger lily. You can see the roots are attached. I probably should be wearing gloves, but that's okay. I'll just make sure I wash my hands with soap properly after. Alright, so here they are. So I'm just gently trying to separate the root. So one is off already. And then here's the other one. If not, I could clip it. It wouldn't do anything to the root. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave these to soak just for a couple of minutes. As I said, I normally don't soak my lily, but because they've been sitting there, I just want to rinse them off. And let us walk around the garden and see where I'm gonna put these, right? That is always a challenge for me, because I could be so indecisive at times. Like sometimes I like how something looks, and next time I don't like how it looks. Friends, take a moment. Oh my goodness, here's our bird. Can you see that? back of the fountain. Look at that. Telling you, that's why I do this. I have to clean this pond every 2 days, but I love it because I love seeing the different birds that come to visit the garden. Alright friends, before we walk around the garden to decide where we're gonna put these lilies, look at my sugar snap peas. I am so excited friends. Not sure if you saw when I was planting these. So I just have my clipper here. So they're hard to pick. Let me see. They're so hard to pick. Oh, there you go. Alright, there we go. Snap and break it off. Let's see what else. Here's this one. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to try these. Oops, I just broke the one. Alright friends, yes, look at my first harvest from these sugar snap peas. I am like super excited. The best thing is when you plant something, you watch it grow from seed, and then you harvest it, and then you eat it, right? Growing your own food is a lot of fun. It really is. Besides other benefits that it comes with. Anyway, so here it is, my first harvest for my sugar snap peas. And you can see I still have some buds going on here, so I should be getting more because this is where they come from. Right where the flower is, then it forms the beans or the peas, whatever you want to call it. Anyway friends, let's continue this journey and let's find some spots for our lilies. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh no, look at my sunflower. Something ran it over. Do you see that? Just look at that. You know, I can't with these squirrels. I think it's probably a squirrel. Look at that. Oh boy. Always a challenge with the squirrels in the garden. But guess what friends? Something is watching me in my face here and I didn't even notice it. Look at this. The gladiolus is starting to bloom. Look at that. So I have a disappointment here, and here I have an excitement, right? So I'll deal with the excitement. So pretty. I love gladiolus. Love them so much. My only thing is that you have to stake them properly, but the blooms are really worth it. Just look at that. It's beautiful. All right, friends, I keep digressing, but let's continue. All right, friends, so let me share with you where I will position these lilies. So what I did, because I could be so indecisive at times, I just put the cord that came with the bulbs, so I know that's where I want them to go. So the stargazer will go here, and lilies are a good complement for your rose bush in terms of their smell, because you know lilies give off the smell. So imagine the blend of the rose smell along with the lilies, and also they act as a nice filler in the garden because they don't take up a lot of space, right? So that way, if this one is that tall, it needs something to lean on, it will lean against the rose bush. All right, and then let me take you over here. Here's the other one. This one is my new rose bed. Very young, very new. So here's a set right there. Oh, and here's one of the rose blooming there. Looks like there's a worm on it. I'm telling you, these pests just driving me nuts. Anyway, so here's one there. And as time goes by, I'll definitely be adding more to the garden. So most of them are in the front. So let's go to the front garden bed. Hopefully it's not too sunny out there. And I'll show you where I put those. All right, friends, so I'm at the front. This is where I put the tiger lily right here. This will get 36 to 48 inches tall. So the reason behind this is that the bird bath is right here. So it would have some support. So when it get really tall like this one, like these, bring it back up, it would have some support just to lean up on the bird bath, because I'm trying to avoid having to stake them. So wherever you put them, especially if they're that tall, make sure you put them where they will have some support. Friends, look at the milkweed. I can't wait for it to bloom. And then I slowly pan around here, excuse the sun, and I put one batch here of the Purple Dream. Once again, I put it next to the rose bush, so that way it would have something to lean on if it needs to. These will get 36 to 48 inches tall. So I did sets of 3, one here, one there, and then here's another one here. And you know what, I don't understand why they have these bulbs in even numbers, right? I don't know, maybe just so you could buy more, but I would have preferred it was 3 or 5, I should say 5 in a pack and not 4, but that's okay because the lilies multiply, and I'm only saying that because our numbers are more pleasing to the eyes, right? And then friends, I have this easy spot here, and the reason why I'm putting this easy spot here is I have these 2 phlox. They're white, okay, 1, 2, and I'm thinking a white from the lily would be perfect because then I would have 3 sets of white plants flowering. Your plants don't need to be the same ones, they have the same colors and the colors complement each other. So if I do a triangle like this with my finger, you have 3 sets of white blooming plants right there, and then we have the 3 sets of the same color lilies throughout. So that's how I do it when I'm planting plants. I try to put a lot of thought into it. Maybe 20 minutes since I've been soaking these, so they should be ready for me now. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these, and I'll show you after. And what I'm gonna do, friends, you may be wondering, oh my goodness, this has a long stalk, how do I plant this, right? So I'll show you how I plant a lily looking like this. Guys, I'm hoping you can see. So with your bulbs, you always dig the hole 3 times the size of the bulb. So as you can see here, what I did, and friends, I figured it out. So I have 3 packs of these, so 4 times 3 bulbs, that would be 12 bulbs. So I'm gonna plant them in sets of 3, so I should be digging 4 holes, yes. So that way I have my odd numbers. Anyway, so what I did, I just simply dig the hole really deep, and I positioned the 3 bulbs like this. Do you see that? And that's it. Then I'm just gonna bury it in and just let it be. But once again, make sure you dig a hole at least, they say 2 to 3 times the size of the bulb. You want to go deeper, so that way the bulbs will be stronger when they start to grow out. The stems will be stronger, and also away from the critters like the squirrels. Yes, we know they love to dig after you plant bulbs. So anyways, this is how I normally would plant the lily that already have a shoot coming up. All right, friends, here we are. So they're in, and I just put the soil back, and I take my hand and just do this, make sure the soil is very firm and feels very firm and nice. And I do this just so that way the rodents don't get in here. The soil will be hard for them to be digging through, and that will just deter them from digging. If you don't do this, your soil will still be soft and loose, and they will easily get to your bulbs. All right, so that's what I do. And then here's my mulch. I take my mulch and I just drag it back over at the spot. There you go, like nothing ever happened there, right? And then here's my method. Once again, I always tell you guys I use this white rock, so that way I know I planted something here, right? Because I probably might go dig it and plant something I forgot planted something. So I just use the white rock just as a reminder, hey, you planted something there, don't dig it. Let me know what method you use in your garden so you don't dig up something you just planted. All right, so I'm just going to continue this area here, and then I'll show you everything at the end. Here we are, friends, I'm done. So what I did 3 bulbs here, 3 in the back, and another 3. So I left the tag so you can actually see, and the white rocks, as I said to you before, I leave them there so I know I planted something. So these are gonna get pretty tall, so they would have the rose shrub to lean on for support. And then you see where I did the 3 sets, 1, 2, 3. So it's uniform in the garden. And then over here we have this easy spot lily. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look at the blooms. So that would help to balance out these 2 phlox, as I mentioned to you before, that will be blooming white. So then you have the triangle going on here. All right, then let me pan around and I'll show you what I did over here. So here we have the lily, the tiger lily. This will get up to 36 to 48 inches tall, so it's gonna be so tall. So I put it here so that way it could lean on the bird bath for support. And friends, this is the pollinator garden bed. So I have a lot of bulbs in here. I'm telling you, if you see this in the spring when everything is waking up, you would never ever imagine there's so many flowers and bulbs tucked in here. Yes, so I have seasons of interest. I have spring, summer, and fall, and also I have winter. Yeah, so what I do, my winter interest in here is this hardy hibiscus. I leave the dry stem on so it adds that nice vertical winter interest, and then when spring comes I cut it 6 inches back to the ground. So friends, we have echinacea in here, black-eyed Susan, lilies, butterfly milkweed, Gara, gladiolus, spirea shrub for the pollinators, tulips, alliums, sweet william. I have a lot of plants packed in here, but you would never know, okay? But anyway, so let me take you to the back and show you what I have in the back. Oh, and before we go in the back, this bed, I don't use mulch in it. What happened is that the tree above it, the leaves fall. I would rake them up in the fall and I would just tuck them in on the bed here. So what I did today, I did add some mulch here just to deter the squirrels, because for whatever reason when you freshly plant something they know it's planted. So I made sure I buried these lilies 6 inches deep, and I put a layer of mulch right here just to deter the squirrels, right? But between here I just have the leaf. Let me see if you can see. Here you go. I have the leaf and it just breaks down on its own, but that's it. So my plan is not to put mulch in this bed, just to use the natural leaves to mulch the bed. But in this case I just had to, for the reason I just explained. And I'll pan around so you could see the front of it. But I'll be giving you a tour of this when everything is in bloom. I think I did a video on this early in spring, how I created my pollinator garden bed. Do you see all this? There's a lot of blooms. Oh, and here we go. Snapdragons. I forgot to mention that. There's a lot in here, friends. And then I have the bird bath in the center to give the pollinators some water. Yes. So here we are. Anyway, so let's go to the back and I'll show you where I planted those other bulbs. All right, friends. So here's the back. This is the new rose garden bed. So here we have the Commander-in-Chief lilies. I just left a tag there so I could remember what they are when I'm sharing this with you. And over here, on this spot here, we have the Stargazer lily. And friends, I just have to digress for 1 second. Right here is a lavender. Yes, from the dollar store. I started this from seed using the winter sowing method. You could see it right there. And I got one and I was so excited about it because lavender could be very finicky to start. So next year, if you want to try lavender, start them using the winter sowing method and see if you get lucky. But you should smell it, friends. Smells so good. I can't believe this small tiny plant has such a strong smell. Anyways, and lavender is really good for your roses. Great companion for your roses. The smell keep off the pests and all of that. And then right here where I have this white rock, I have more of the other ones in the front here. I had 3 bulbs left over, so I just tucked some in here. To show this to you. Yes, remember the white rock method I keep telling you guys about? Look, and these are some of those lilies that we planted. Yes, it's been maybe 2 weeks, I would say. And I was editing the video and I'm like, I have to show this to you guys. So yes, and I'm sure you can buy clearance bulbs. You just have to make sure you inspect the bags as I shared with you before. Hopefully they still have in some of the stores. Actually, I did see Home Depot. They have a ton of them still. But make sure you check the bags before you purchase them, because more than likely most of them, they're half dead. Anyway, let me stop digressing. So I just wanted to share with you. Yes, these are the ones we planted 2 weeks ago. Doing very well. And let me go around and see if I see any more sign of anyone. And I did leave the rock in the spot where we did just that way I remind myself I planted something there, nothing there. And let's go over here. And friends, I know I did see in the front. So anyway, let me go in the front and take you in the front where I see some coming out. Oh my goodness. Look at the tiger lily. Yep. Also, my white rock method. And this is that tiger lily, friends. Look at that. As I said, it's only been 2 weeks. I'm so excited about that, friends. I really am. All right, friends, and the reason why I didn't post this as soon as I planted these lilies, which was 2 weeks ago or so, is simply just to show you the results. Look at this, my white rock method again, friends. Do you see that? Ah, yes, another lily coming up there. Let's see if we see any signs over here. Nothing here, but I am making sure I don't step there. That's why I have the white rock there. Nothing in this end. And I think we have one in between here. And there's nothing here, friends. But anyways, I just wanted to go around the garden and show you what 2 weeks looks like with a clearance plant that I purchased in almost, I would say, in the summer season. But anyway, friends, I just wanted to share with you where I put these lilies in the garden. So come with me, let me take you around and let me share with you what's blooming. I'm gonna share the lilies blooming with you. So here's this one, perfect example. So this I planted, actually I planted this late July, early August last year, and it was from the clearance section also, yes. And it looked just like the other ones, and I could see it was trying to bloom. And then look at it this year. And there was another one here. I think the squirrel knocked it over. They're always knocking over my stuff and breaking my plants, but that's okay. I don't have deer in my garden, so I really don't have any complaints compared to you guys who probably have to deal with the ongoing issue of having deer in your garden. And this garden bed is a work in progress. I'm waiting for some special plants to put there. And then I had another one over here. Not sure what's going on here. I think the squirrel probably knock it over, but let me pan over here and show these still. These are almost done blooming. I shared these before with you in my other videos, but these I pre-sprouted. And let's go over here and see. Oh, over here I gotta show you the hummingbird garden bed where I have some lilies I pre-sprouted in here, friends. I haven't shared this with you. I'm waiting to share it with you guys, but I have to share these lilies with you. Look at these, friends. These were from Aldi grocery store, and I pre-sprouted them and I tucked them in the hummingbird garden. So I call this area my hummingbird garden lane. Yes, it's like a lane with 2 beds for the hummingbirds, all hummingbird flowers. And then all these I went to sow. These are poppies, friends. Look at them. There's so many flowers in here, I don't even know what they are, but I'll give you a tour of this garden. I just need to mulch it. And here we have more of the lilies I pre-sprouted, and I tucked some in here. And then let me take you to the front and share with you the lilies blooming over there. All right, friends, before I go to the front, I'm going to show this to you just in case if you haven't seen it. Most of these are from the clearance section. Yep. I love my lilies in the garden. So I have 2 batches here. Then I have another batch here coming into bloom. But I'm going to hold back this video until all of my lilies are blooming so you can actually see them. And friends, look at this. I see a bloom. Let me see if I can step over here. Do you see that? There's a little yellow bloom there. So I'm going to go around and save this video just to show you the lilies blooming, because I have a lot more that should be blooming. But I just wanted to share all the lilies with you in the garden. Alright, friends, and over here we have more lilies on this end. This is such a pale pink. I think it looks like the oriental lily that we planted, right? It resembles it, but it's very pale in color, as you can see. It's beautiful. And then let me take you over here. We have these already opening, as you can see. So pretty. And then up to the back behind here, friends, if I could reach back. And then right below there, you can see some orange. It's beautiful. All right, friends, so here we are. I've been trying to wait to make sure I can share these blooms with you. We have this yellow and this, what is this color? Coral, orange, peach, maybe coral. Look how pretty it is. And yes, I don't remember planting these. I don't know. You plant stuff and you forget, but I love the element of surprise when you plant and you get blooms and you're like, oh, when did I plant these? But look how pretty they are. So pretty. And let me go to the front and see if I have any more lilies blooming. Oh, look at this one here. I wonder if a squirrel or a rabbit was in here. You could see it's falling over. Oh, okay. Might have to come in and put a rock there just to give it some support. But here we have more of those. It's beautiful color. All right, so I'll put a rock down by the root just to support it. And friends, once again, look at these guys. I'm really hoping they are my fritillaria, because I have not seen any fritillaria anywhere in the garden, and I planted a lot of them. I'm really hoping they are. So that's that. And I see some more lilies over here, so let me take you on this end. Oh, look at the grass. Oh boy, not much I can do there once I keep my plants alive. And then here we have more yellow lilies on this end. And I think that's it for the lilies. I try to capture those blooming and those spent blooms. I'm already having spent blooms. And here's this other plant, which I'm thinking it's a fritillaria. I don't know. These are the last two plants I have in the garden that could be fritillaria, but I just don't know. All right, friends, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.